greet their dad as though they are genuinely glad to see him, as though they had really missed being away from him during the day and they're anxious to talk to him.
See you at dinner. I'm going to emotionally
I'm going to go drink and ignore your accomplishments, son. Have a nice day.
Notice how Mother seems to become angry herself because of Jeff's anger. Perhaps she shouldn't.
Get your mom a pack of cigarettes. Now make sure they're light, because she's pregnant.
I'm going to go smoke some pipe tobacco, and when I come back out here, I'm going to punch you over a slight misunderstanding.
They knew there'd be unpleasant consequences from society.
And now there's not. So now we're fucked, and now everything's falling apart. Yay!
Nothing bad's going to happen if we do this. 9/11 has entered the chat. And the problem is that then the boomers let you overcorrect so far the other way, you know, where it's like, yeah, I don't care, cut your dick off.
And you're like, whoa!
Hey, hold on.
The women of this family seem to feel that they owe it to the men of the family to look relaxed, rested, and attractive at dinner time. Doesn't that sound exciting to you?
Saving Western civilization one childish dick joke at a time. Here they are, your new heroes of the Imperium, Mersh and Royce Lopez.
Yo, what's happening, y'all? Yo, what's happening, dog? It's Revenge of the Sis. It is a Thursday. And, yeah, that's all I got.
What's happening is nothing of note.
It's November 14, 2024. Joe Biden is still the worst president in history.
No, he's not saying that anymore. He's not saying that anymore. Now he's
saying, I didn't do the right, so I swear to God I didn't.
It's a different guy, I think.
I mean, I'm just trying different Rumble creators.
It's a different guy. Hi, everybody.
I like to buy babies and then F them.
Really?
Who am I? Holding a card up to my head. Who am I? I have hair plugs, and I possibly molest children.
Do you like? Okay, can I ask a question? Do you like to have conversations?
I like to have conversations about conversations.
Dave,
Who am I?
Dave Rubin.
Dave Rubin! Hey, we're doing it.
What do I win? A molested baby.
Yeah, you don't win anything. Your baby was taken away.
Oh, no. That sounds horrible.
Yeah.
Houndseeker, did you see the Biden with Trump? I don't think I have ever seen him look so happy. Yes, I did see that. You did see how much he was smiling with Trump when they met, shaking hands and hanging out.
Yeah, pals.
AOC talking shit. They're all slinging shit at each other. They're all slinging shit at each other.
They're in self-destruct mode, and it's beautiful.
Yeah.
You know, I was hearing too that I finally heard the I heard the great, astute political commentary from the Click This podcast.
Ooh. Okay. Tell me more.
So it was a lot of so obviously, Kevin, we elected a new president.
Yeah.
And then it was a lot of it's like it's like Trump. That's pretty much it. So they're doing good. And then they were bitching that the exit polls proved that nobody cared about abortion, which was the funniest part about this whole election has been they just kept asking everybody what was the most important issue, and abortion polled at like 3%. It turned out that murdering babies is not even that it's not a priority in this country. It's just not the biggest one.
Well, did you see what happened today?
Oh, yeah.
They closed down InfoWars, and it was bought by The Onion.
Can I point out the bright side of this? The Onion's just going to lose money on this.
Yeah.
They just spent a fortune
didn't.
to have a name and then have like, what do you mean?
They were backed by the
city. Well, yeah, but I mean, everyone, you all just wasted your money by doing this. Nobody's going to go to InfoWars now. And by the way, the Alex Jones Network already started. He's just going to do a channel. You can't stop him.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is 7:50 right now. I'm about to upload this to X. I just got word 15 minutes ago that my lawyers and folks met with the U.S. trustee over our bankruptcy this morning, and they said they're shutting us down even without a court order. This morning, the Connecticut Democrats with the Onion newspaper bought us. They asked, did they outbid? They said, well, it was competitive. So they changed all the bidding rules.
How much do you think my InfoWars mug is worth?
Oh, mine's right
A
over
lot,
there.
actually.
Mine's right over there. It's from the studio.
I would never
Like a-
give it up.
That's
The
mine,
real
boys.
in-studio InfoWars mug, it's
Yeah.
going to be worth a lot in a couple years, dog.
I could
yeah.
never get rid. I should have stole 2 mugs.
Yeah. Well, I feel bad because they couldn't buy any new ones at the time.
Hey, I specifically asked.
Real
I'm like, I
Tariq-
know this is weird. Can I keep this? And it's like, yeah. I don't give a shit.
Real
I
Tariq,
was like,
she'd
nice.
punish chin-strapped Alex Jones. Dude, I
Made it secret 2 days ago. I had a bad feeling. I told you that. And just like they tried to shut us down back in late May without a court order.
Hear me
we're
out on
supposed to have a
this.
court-
If the Onion bought InfoWars, then the Babylon Bee should buy MSNBC. Huh?
Oh, that would be really funny. Let's do that. Let's just start doing that with each other.
And
Let's
then
just
force Rachel Maddow to have to do a show with Alex Jones.
and in a dress.
You got to doll it up a little, sweetheart.
In a dress.
Speaking of having to doll it up, can you believe that dumb bitch Carrie Lake didn't grow the hair out like we told her, and she lost again, didn't she?
You know what they're saying, right? Now the rumor is they want her to be press secretary.
How about this? And could I spitball here?
Okay, hold on. Can I throw
a little something out there?
Can I type what I think you're going to say and then
Sure.
Here, Pessy, I have that open with you. I'm going to type what he thinks he's going to say, and I want you to see what he says.
Because I have a great idea for Carrie Lake.
Also,
I have a couple ideas.
Rachel Maddow should smile more.
She should definitely smile more. She'd be pretty if she smiled.
Okay, all right,
She'd be pretty
Pessy.
like Tucker.
Pessy, I sent it to you. Okay, go ahead.
What if, and I'm just spitballing, I'm not a political consultant. What if Carrie Lake just went away?
Pessy?
What if she just went away? You're like a 4-time loser now.
Pessy, what did I say?
Royce said, "Can she just leave and shut the fuck up? You lost."
Can you just... Hey, listen, Trump, you're on a roll right now. You're on a fucking roll. And I know you're riding high. You gotta stop trying to make Carrie Lake a thing.
No. He didn't say it. He's not the one that said it. She's doing that thing where she is leaking out that rumors are swirling.
But he did. He is guilty of...
No.
He tried to make her a thing for far too long.
He does prop her up.
Let's let her go away.
Yeah, she's a lost cause in my
If the
opinion.
dumb bitch had just grown her fucking hair out like we said 4 years ago, she would have won this election. But it's that fucking... You're already off.
She would have won her first election if she would have grown her hair out.
Listen, Carrie, we're on your side, and you kind of wear... Like, you're kind of grating to us. Like, you wear on our nerves. And we told you, come back with a new hairstyle, you would have won. Didn't listen. So now you and your little cute fucking 90s, I want to see the manager haircut, can go away.
Court order. There's going to be injunctions filed. I'm about to go live out of Harrison's American Journal studio. I don't know what's going to happen, but
I swear to God, if that son of a bitch so much as make eye contact with me, I'm going to smack the taste out of his mouth. I am not in the mood today, Harrison. Harrison's like, the fuck did I do?
I texted Harrison yesterday because, I heard about this, and I was like, hey, man, I go, it's really fucking gay what they're doing to InfoWars. I go, you come on the show anytime you want, plug whatever you want, man. He goes, yeah, you're right. It is really gay. And I'm like, oh, man, I really should have said something worse than just gay. I really undersold that it was worse than gay.
Well, I mean, what do you...
No, he was just kidding with me.
Oh, I know, yeah, but what are you supposed to do? Be like, it's the most devastating thing, and you're just... That's what friends do. You go, hey, man, that's gay, dude.
It was wholesome, by the way. Harrison's last broadcast, he had his kids out there with him.
Did he? Oh,
yeah,
awesome.
it was actually really pretty wholesome.
But it's the same way as somebody goes, hey, I just got laid off after 20 years, or I just got a divorce, right? Your guy friends always go, man, dude, that fucking sucks.
Not if she's a bitch. Then I go...
No, but I mean, most guys at the first moment, they'll go, man, that's gay, dude. That fucking sucks, dude. Sorry, dude. Like, that's all. We're not capable of really...
You ever have a dude, break up with a chick? And, ever do break up with a chick, and then you're happy because you hated her, but you have to pretend?
Yeah. By the way, always keep that shit to yourself. That's never gonna...
Yeah. Oh, no, it's not worth it, because here's what I found. They usually get back together, and then you're the guy that talks shit about his wife or whatever.
That's why you can't.
Don't say nothing.
By the way, Alex is doing really great right now without a staff, setting things up for him.
Okay.
Because he's live on X right now. He's hosting a stream. You know what the title of it is?
What is it?
Stream via RTMP, and then in parentheses, OBS, vMix, Zoom with Restream.
All right, let me check that out. Is that? I feel like there's a
Hell
better
yeah.
name for the site than that.
He literally they're just broadcasting with default restream settings. You can tell it's a scramble right now.
Regardless, our great sponsors,
Don't even
the
worry.
AlexJonesStore.com.
Screw it. Yeah, they took InfoWars Store, but they didn't take AlexJonesStore.com.
Here.
They didn't take AlexJonesStore.com. He just changed the name.
You're not going to take my boner pills. The boner pills didn't have anything to do with Sandy Hook.
Those are mine. Those are mine.
Unless you think kids should be having boners, then you're just part of the Hollywood elite.
You buy something at thealexjonesstore.com, you get entered to win the raffle for
I will
the
say,
truck.
though, people
And the way
have
those
been
laws
kind
work
of
is you have to wait a few weeks when he mail
bitching
order
about
entries come in.
InfoWars to me on
That's when you
Nightwave.
get announced the winner here in just a
It's
few
like
days.
just in
Regardless of
general
whether
that it's like
InfoWars
one
on
giant
air or not, the
infomercial
Alex
now.
Jones
It's
Network will be
always
on
a
air. So
commercial.
you'll see the winner, the announcement. We're going to invite him to
Like
Austin.
we'll travel to Austin, all the way to Austin to do InfoWars, and like we'll be in the building for like 2 hours, and we'll do a total of like 28 minutes of content. Right? Am I wrong?
No, you're right.
It's literally every fucking moment is. Wow, Royce. So you were telling us recently you had an incident on X with Russell Brand. Could you tell us about that?
Well,
That's great, and we're gonna get to that in just a moment, right after this message from Alex Jones. That's literally what it feels like. You're like, oh, all right, cool. Commercial
Okay.
time. Commercial time.
We're going to do this in a few weeks, but now our great sponsor is doing it early because we're calling it the Darkest Hour giveaway, ladies and gentlemen. Another incredible pickup truck, super
Are we giving away trucks now?
Yeah, it's a nice truck, though. You know who would really like that?
20-inch
Brendan.
black Rhino wheel.
That's right, folks. We are giving away April Imholt's old truck.
That's not nice. That's not a nice thing to do.
Ooh, that would be fun, because then you could, like, dig through the panels and shit and maybe find some Molly.
Yeah, right, because she's really stashing it away.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because
She's stashing it away in her fucking face like a squirrel.
Because in the history of Molly, there's ever been extra Molly. Okay,
Yeah.
sure,
Hey,
yeah. Sounds
look,
good.
If there's one thing I know April Imholt for, it's restraint.
Dude, I remember when I moved out of my apartment in Tampa, I found so much Molly. It was crazy. I found so many bags of Molly that had like 0.2
A
in
little
it.
corner.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, dude. One of the last nights in my apartment, I rolled fucking face, dude.
Base.
And it was like, it was like 6, 7 different kinds of Molly. Like, that just found itself in my couch cushions and shit.
All right. Let's see here. Okay, did you see this?
Are they doing it to him now?
Yeah.
I love the guys.
no one's
do
safe.
not stop doing it
No-
to these
no
people.
One, no one is safe. No one is safe when it comes to this. Here you go.
By the way, the easiest way to get through this
Yes.
is to just do this. Nice.
That's and just keep going.
And then just keep going.
And just keep going. Yeah.
That's what's happening.
It's even funnier with him than Michael Cohen.
So all the guys, he's like, hey, I'm going to reward the guys that helped to get me in. I'm going to get all of the wokeness and
Here's what's happening. I'll tell you what's
Howdy,
happening.
partner.
I'll tell you what's happening right now. This narcissist only has the chat pulled up. He doesn't even have his camera pulled up because he's probably streaming to more than one thing. But one of the things he's streaming on has like where you get add the little,
I want to say it's Instagram, but I could be wrong.
What is this, guys? I think it's Instagram.
Do you know what?
Yeah, I
The
think
softness, some of the LGBTQ. I don't know if he's going to have an LGBTQ ban, but I'm getting that. He's getting that out of the military.
These people really, like, and one thing I want to, you want to say like, oh, they're being disingenuous, right? Oh, they're being disingenuous and they're assholes or whatever. But honestly, no, I think they really believe that. I really do think that they believe that. I believe that they think there's going to be a transgender ban. I really do believe that. God, he's such a fucking idiot. He didn't even notice it.
I fucking love the turkey. The turkey is my favorite one.
Oh, shit.
Hey guys, so today
Look who this. This.
Hey
is
guys.
good. All right. This is one of my favorite things. So one of my favorite things on social media, and I don't know how it is for you, Mersh, but one of my favorite things on social media
is bald Joy Reid.
Well, sort of, is whenever somebody does the thing, like I'm sure you've seen it like on Facebook and stuff, But whenever somebody goes, I'm leaving this site, I'm done, I'm deleting my account, I'm gone.
And you guys have done it so many times and not left. You would just think you'd stop doing it by now, right? Like by now, everyone should know better than to go.
Right.
I give you my word, if Kamala wins, you'll never see me on Rumble or Twitter again. It's like, but we will though.
We
You're going
know.
to throw a tantrum. You'll probably get really drunk for a day or two, and then you're going to come crawling back. The dopamine is going to deplete. It's going to diminish, and you're going to come back.
So today I finally
Come
did
on,
something
guys,
I've been
don't
meaning
talk
to do
about
for a
Michael
while.
Ian Black that way.
Oh yeah, did you see that?
Yeah.
For the third time, like in the last year, he's leaving Twitter.
Did you see that Greg account, that I follow, that I love?
Yeah, Greg Worlds.
He just came out and was like, "Oh, now so I'm leaving Twitter. I'll be back in 15 minutes." Because he was saying it's a cesspool. 15 minutes on the dime, he retweets himself. All right, I'm back.
Hey guys, so today I finally did something I've been meaning to do for a while.
She's deactivating her account. No. See, you're deactivating it.
And we never saw Joy Reid on Twitter again.
You have two options. You could deactivate it, or you could delete it. Delete it. Don't deactivate it, because deactivate it means that you could just go. Oh, it takes 2 seconds to go back in and reactivate.
Deactivating, let's put it this way, right? Deleting your account, that's going fucking down the street. But when you're going across the street and you're just doing light scratches, that's deactivating your account.
Yeah, you don't need to. You cover that up with sweatbands later on in life.
And the reason for doing it...
That's not true. Or shitty tattoos.
Okay, also that. Yeah, also that.
And kissing goodbye my 1.9 million followers over there is because...
Even though... Did you see the humble brag?
Yeah, but she still knows exactly how many she has.
How do you know? Why do you... It's just, listen, I have an idea. I haven't seen this video, but I'm going to assume that she's going to be heading over to Blue Sky. She's going to be heading over to Blue Sky. Am I right? Am I right that that's what she's doing?
It's where it's happening, man. It's happening there.
You remember when all the journalists tried to go to Mastodon and then none of them could figure it out and they immediately came back to
They
Twitter?
couldn't that was the funniest part.
been posting for a long
And
time.
not only could they not figure it out, but they spent a month going, it's a much better site than this cesspool that Elon has. And then they literally went there and went, I don't know how to use any. I don't know how any of this shit works.
And I'm
fucking
scared.
And kissing goodbye my 1.9 million followers over there is because I hadn't been posting for a long time. I just didn't want to contribute content once it was purchased by its present owner. But just having it there, I was only holding on to it because I, really didn't want someone trying to take over that name and using it for nefarious purposes. I was a little bit worried about that. And also
that's why she didn't delete it, because she didn't want someone else to take her name and use it for nefarious purposes. Because she's so magnetic.
Because you really are just a household name.
How long before she's a house something? How long before she comes back?
I'll give her a little bit of time, but she will be back probably between Thanksgiving and Christmas. She'll call back.
Okay.
She'll go to Thanksgiving wherever she has Thanksgiving, and then she'll start bitching and being miserable, and have like commentary about family members and stuff. It'll be that.
And also keep in mind, it's also going to be stuff like it's going to be when she comes back. It's going to be one of those like, you know what? I'm not going to let the fascists bully me.
Course,
I'm going to fight them on their turf.
Yeah, you can't win.
She's going to do that. I'm going to fight them on their turf. Listen, here's the thing, guys. I'm Joy Reid, and I don't know if you know this, but the entire mainstream media was 99.9% shifted to the left. And now that there's like 2 places that aren't, it's a complete fascist hellscape. Even though everybody else is still lefty and like 98.9%, that's probably the change that's happened.
That's pretty much it.
It's still left wing, and all you guys had, as that black dude that we played yesterday that was bragging, you guys had Lady Gaga, you guys had Cardi B. All Trump had was Kid Rock. That's cool. Here's the thing: all of you are fucking meaningless now. Okay, none of you fucking matter. Any slight change that takes away any little bit of their advantage is a holocaust to these people. I swear to God. Any little thing, any tiny, like, here's a perfect example, the John Jones fight, right? Imagine if he came out and he goes, I got a splinter. I got a splinter in my finger when I was training.
He won't do that. He's not fighting Tom Aspinall.
Oh, that's a good point. He's he's going to win.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, I told Royce this off the air, but the Nightwave people informed me last night. So, like 2-3 months ago, the UFC started wearing these new gloves, and everyone loves them. But since John Jones is a notorious eye poker, and they want him to win so bad, they're just bringing the old gloves back for one fight, so he can eye poke people. And they have no. Everyone's going, but why are you bringing the old gloves back? And they're like, he's just uncomfortable in the glove. And they're like, he wants to poke people's eyes, doesn't he?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
He just wants his fingers to be more, flexible.
What about
not
your shirt?
poke
Whatever
people.
your shirt that says "I heart poking eyes." You're wearing it right now to the weigh-in.
And he's literally going, he's doing this
Yeah.
to Miocic, like when they're not looking, and he's like, look, he's doing it right now. He's saying he's going to poke my eyes.
To be fair, you're not gonna take the Three Stooges fight camp and not be prepared for a fucking eye poke. I mean, that's the point.
Imagine he's just doing that at the press conference. Like, you
Nyuk,
fucking me.
nyuk.
Mo Day was his favorite day.
Why I ought to.
So often I would use it to just like sort of look
Dana
at
White's
new-
just going to come out this week. Yeah, so we're making a couple rule changes just for UFC 309. We're going to give John Jones a gun.
He's allowed to have a gun. He's actually allowed to have a
Wait,
gun.
what? Just John Jones? That doesn't seem fair at all.
that was trending and what's happening, and I would just sort of use it as like an aggregator. But I just realized that that's not really worth it, because in order to like do the news aggregation and just look at all, you have to wade through a lot of dreck.
Yeah, I
and a
bet
lot
you
of
work
just-
really hard. I bet you don't come in
Yeah.
and read a teleprompter, you dumb bitch. And then just call every white person racist. Like, you have the easiest job in the world.
Fuck. All right.
Action to Matt Gaetz as AG.
Yeah, I don't know yet. I think about that.
They're asking Lindsey Graham about Matt Gaetz as AG. So the neocons are already coming out.
Well, I think he's handsome.
By the way, you want to know why? You want to know why he did the "I don't know, I have to think about it" thing? Because unlike other appointments, like last time, Trump took a long time to pick the cabinets. He's picking them so fast, and he's not asking anybody. He's kind of just doing it.
Look, I don't know. I'm very tired. I mean, I'm getting a new email every half hour.
So I think here's what's happening. I think that what's happening is he, unlike the last time, wasn't given the heads up of Trump's picks. Because the last time, all these neocons had the stuff in there. The reason he says he's not sure yet, and the reason he didn't endorse him, is because typical protocol in D.C. is you see what you can, if you're a high-ranking member like Lindsey Graham, you see what deals and concessions he's willing to give you for future votes, and to work with him on laws and stuff, what they're going to pass. And
Look, we're going to
approval.
get this war in Iran, right? Okay, then I'll confirm him.
That's exactly what this is. That's exactly what this is.
Yes.
Action to Matt
By the way, I
Gaetz
love
as
that
AG.
somebody was giving, Dick Masterson shit about like, Trump, the fucking Zionist cock, he's just gonna give give us away to Israel, sell us out. And he goes, we could fucking give Iran to Israel. I don't give a shit at this point. We need to fix. He's like, literally, if we're gonna dismantle the federal government, I will give Iran to Israel. I was like, God
I
damn it.
actually had a Dick Masterson post, a different one, but it made me laugh. Today, Ron Paul had on his show said you can't cut $2 trillion without annoying a couple of people. Well said, Ron Paul. You'll be hearing from us. Ron Paul, happy to be in touch with Vivek Ramaswamy, and congratulations to you and Elon. Always happy to discuss cutting the government. Dick goes, this is like the end of a Christmas movie when something happens that only the real Santa could have done. That one made me laugh.
You guys seen Vivek's fucking position, right?
What is it?
Oh, the reason why he was tagging Ron Paul is because Vivek is the head of the new Department of Government Efficiency.
Oh, I knew that. I knew that.
Doge. It's called Doge.
Yeah, yeah. Listen, I don't care if they call it ass fuck. As long as they slice it, they could call it whatever the fuck they want. Okay, I don't give a shit if we call it Project Bukkake Face. As long as they are fucking cutting the government, I don't give a shit.
Actually, when it involves firing government officials, I hope they call it Project Bukkake Face.
my favorite Royce was the one that troll account I showed you, where it said Donald Trump is announced as racist and will lead the National Institute of Government Grievances and Equality
I've seen that,
Relations.
Yeah.
Oh fuck.
Rev Racist Man is the fucking one of the funniest accounts.
Oh shit.
Yeah, I don't know yet. I think about that one.
Do you have any concerns about it?
We'll see.
Listen, I'm not gonna lie. I'm in a bit of a fucking tailspin right now.
Yeah, that's a good
I'm
point.
not very happy.
Do you have what Thomas Massey said?
Yeah, give me that one. I was actually trying to grab it.
What is Trey Gowdy morphed into?
Here, it'll only take me 2 seconds.
That's Trey Gowdy, right?
Yes, that's Trey Gowdy.
What happened to him?
Well, he became even a bigger neocon than before. You'll see.
There you go.
No, but the look, I don't care, man. You could go be evil globalist guy, but visually, what's
You
happening?
mean visually what happened
What
to him?
happened to him?
Well, he went from he's a TV guy now.
Yeah,
He looks like he's holding the Earth's oxygen hostage.
Dude, whatever he had done, he overdid it.
He looks like an audience member in the fucking opera scene in The Fifth Element.
Yes.
The more you get to know Pete Hegseth and Tulsi Gabbard, the more you're going to like her. The more you
looks like
get to know
Fire
Matt
Marshal
Gaetz,
Bill.
the less you're going to like him. I'm going to be really surprised if he can get confirmed.
You guys really, they hate him. They hate Gates. They fucking hate him. The more you get to know Tulsi Gabbard, you get to like her. Yeah, I know, because she was a lefty, and you guys are fine with those infiltrating
got
the
a nice
cabinet.
booty.
Yeah.
Right, and so would I, especially after how we blew up Kevin McCarthy. I had no plan B. You thought it was a lethal blow to the House majority, but it turns out America really wanted Republicans in charge. So we'll see where that goes.
That's not. Oh
the
my
more
God,
you
are
get
they
to know
claiming
Pete
that
Hegseth
Matt
and-
Gaetz didn't want a Republican in charge in Congress? Is that what these motherfuckers really
Yes.
just said?
Yes, they'll say
No.
anything.
No, he just didn't want Kevin McCarthy, you fucking idiots.
Trey Gowdy looks like such a homo.
Yeah, I mean, do you think they're going to let? Well, I think Trump was smart this time, or at least whoever's telling him to do it this time, where it was quick. It was like, we're pointing now. We're not waiting. We're not
also,
now.
What do you mean? Do you think they're gonna let who, nigga? I'm in charge now.
No.
We got it all.
The neocons in the Senate and the House that might block his shit. That's what I worry about. That's what I'm referring to.
I think they're gonna. I think
Do
a
you think
lot
they're
of them
gonna fall
are
in
gonna
line?
fall.
They're gonna
fucking
fall in line
if they want to keep.
If they
want to
keep their
jobs.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
If
a
they
good
want to
point.
scramble for
Yeah.
fucking. If they want to scramble for their post-Trump spots.
Yeah.
Then you're gonna have to fucking play ball, boys. You don't want 4 years to be in the cock block in the Senate. There might be a few that are on their way out that don't give a fuck.
Yeah, some are definitely gonna try to fuck them. Oh my God.
Now
Okay,
let's get to
before I hit play and before I even show them, I just want Mersh to read the title of this.
Trump's pick of Tulsi Gabbard likely to be welcomed by Russian state media.
They're still doing it.
By the way, can I read the other cool headline? Special counsel Jack Smith expected to resign.
I don't care. This is funny. I don't care. This is funny. Guys, this is the best. This is the most fun. I mean,
Can I point out
enjoy
another
it,
thing?
milk it, feel good about it.
Can I just point out another thing that's going to really piss you guys at MSNBC and all you lefties off, right? If you hadn't have done some fortifying of the election,
They
let's
fortified
say.
it really
I'm being
hard.
very careful here.
That's
'cause
fine.
when
You're good. You could say that.
If you hadn't have fortified the election in 2020, we would have had 4 years of Trump, and you'd already be done with it. It's like not pulling a Band-Aid off fast. You've been slowly picking at it now and pulling hair off after hair after hair.
No, let's go better. Not only did they fortify it, if they would have left him in there, Trump would have had to eat the COVID economy. He would have had to eat it. It would have even though it would have been his fault because other states would have done it. Instead, the 4 years that he left, it's like when Jordan left because of the gambling stuff to play baseball. He didn't get any of the heat because he wasn't playing.
No.
And then he comes back like Jordan with the 4-5, to quote Jay-Z.
The 4-5.
Yeah.
Guy, you should have just let him win in 2020.
Right now, and in 4 years,
be
you have
done
a
with him
young
now.
guy. You start grooming Newsom, or you grooming a young guy to come up. But you couldn't do it. You couldn't wait.
Also, you wouldn't even have needed a good candidate because Trump would have been gone and the Republicans don't have anybody. So what are we going to
Oh,
do? All you would have
goddamn.
had to do is fucking. By the way, this is what would have happened. Alternate timeline. Trump wins in 2020, right? His second fucking term is now up. We would be rallying around somebody like a fucking Ron DeSantis right now.
Yeah.
You guys wouldn't even need a great candidate. Gavin Newsom kicked the shit out of Ron DeSantis in a debate. He would have fucking wiped the floor with Ron DeSantis. You guys should be back in charge right now.
But you couldn't do it.
But you got greedy. Instead of just going, fuck it, let Trump have it.
And here's the problem that you guys are going to have. If Trump comes in now and with what he does, fixes the economy, food prices go down, stuff goes down. Look, he's not going to fix everything. And look, there's a lot of. I'm not an idiot, by the way. There's no magic wand. This machine is broken. I get it. But it's just the things that matter to people every day get fixed, right? Hey, there's less immigrants taking their jobs and stuff like that. You have now changed the party forever, the Republican Party forever, and you prove that they are the working class party, because they are. Like, if you really think about it, like they are. Like, you can't be backed by Netflix and Amazon and Facebook and then call yourselves, we're Bruce Springsteen. Bruce Springsteen, I apologize. I didn't mean to get the name wrong.
By the way, get a fish sandwich in the Rumble chats. And seriously, if Trump won in 2020, Mike Pence would be the next candidate. And you guys would have knocked his fucking dick in. That would have been an easy that would have been a layup for Democrats. You could have had anyone waltz out. Kamala might have beaten Mike Pence. He's so boring.
Dude.
But instead, 11 minutes ago,
say it.
Trump
Say it. Say it. Say it. I just read it. Say it.
Trump nominates RFK Jr. as the Secretary of Health and Human Services.
Well, we saw that coming. That was happening.
No more fluoride in the water, nigga.
Bro, lefties.
Oh no! Oh no! Hold on, I just want to point something out. Oh no! The left's ended Infowars. One of the biggest anti-vaxxers on the planet is now is going to be nominated for the Secretary of Health.
This just in, Trump has nominated Alex Jones as the head of the Federal Communications Commission.
Good, dude. For the love of please, I know you're kidding.
I know. Could you imagine
Can
that?
you fucking imagine? Can you fucking imagine? Oh fuck! Well. The first day he walks in.
Make him. No, actually, you know what? Give Alex Jones the Department of Education. Like, my first order of business is I'm going to stop all these fake shootings.
Oh shit!
That goes hard. That goes hard. Let's do that.
I'm ordering a commission to investigate Sandy Hook. I'm getting my money back. I want my goddamn money back. I want my mugs back.
Trump makes a new Department of Information Warfare specifically for Alex Jones to run.
I still think he should be the press secretary. Like, I understand that it's like a meme and a joke, but like, fuck, man. Could you imagine him every day having to deal with all these people that just hate his guts?
Yeah. Yeah.
Do you know who? Did you see who he picked for Department of Homeland Security? Kristi Noem, a woman who shot her own dog.
She's not.
You guys are fucked.
Yeah.
This bitch kills her own dog.
You think she's gonna negotiate with terrorists?
She shot her own dog and called him a loser. And called him a fucking loser.
In front of her kids.
Yeah. And then killed the goat for good measure that was annoying her. So good fucking luck, boys.
Do you imagine that? That like terrorists are holding like a whole family hostage, and they're like, "We want to negotiate with Kristi Noem," and she's on like a fucking, big screen talking to him, and she just shoots her own dog while she's talking to them, and they're like, "What the fuck was that?" I just wanted you to know I mean business.
You know,
if I'll do that to my own fucking dog, imagine what I'm going to do to you when I get my hands.
It's
on
like
you.
The Simpsons behind the 138th episode spectacular where Matt Groening, get out of my office, and just shoots the wall. That's Kristi Noem just shooting the wall.
They are shooting the dogs.
Okay, Thomas Massey, they asked him about Gates. By the way, star of Junkyard Wars on Discovery Channel, Thomas Massey. He was on, remember Junkyard Wars?
One of the best shows ever.
Yeah, he competed.
I remember Storage Wars.
Not only so Junkyard Awards. When I explain the show to you, you're gonna remember. You just remember the name. It was on Discovery Channel. And there'd be two teams, like they're all nerds, and they would go to a junkyard, and they would have a competition, and each team would have to build something just out of shit in the junkyard.
Go kart or some shit.
Yeah. And they would have to. So since he was since Thomas Massey, MIT nerd, he was on. You're gonna laugh. Wait till you see
Thomas
this.
Massey goes to a shitty junkyard and somehow manages to build like a Liberty Prime.
He probably could, dude. Thomas Massey. Have you heard of like the way his house is set up? Here you go. Here it is.
Great, my pants are.
Here you go. Here. I found it. It was on Discovery Channel, and there he is. There's a young Thomas Massey right there, and the thumbnail.
Oh,
Great,
no
my
way.
pants are wet. I'm gonna be late for the show again.
Hold on.
As the actual.
Bro, this is so early 2000s.
We're building a fireboat, man. I assume we're gonna need a pump, and we're gonna need.
Look at young Massey.
A boat. How do these things work? Ideally, we'll have some sort of a catamaran.
Look, natural leader. He immediately took charge of the Junkyard War team. So he's walking up, and a reporter asks him, "You think he'll get confirmed by the Senate?" Referring to Matt Gaetz.
He's no attorney general. Suck it up.
We're at recess. He's the attorney general. Suck it up.
Man.
RJ McCready, Royce, what's with the clown who's for $5 and the clown is every one of your extra plies dissing your girl? A lot of people muted, bro, so you gotta be more specific than that. I couldn't tell you. Real Tariq Nasheed, Adam Lanza took too much super male vitality. Hound Seeker, did y'all see T-Pain do a concert dressed as Trump? Bro, you're so 2000 and late. We did it like fucking a week ago. I said 2000 and late. I recognize the irony in that. Keith O'Higgins, Trey Gowdy can't pick his nose. Must have a small-handed interns. Stosher says if they want to confirm Trump's picks, he'll just wait till they're on recess and do it then. That's exactly what he was referring to. Brendan Lucas, RFK nominated as health secretary. Fucking awesome. Fucking good. Good. I am not one of these people that thinks, we were talking about it, Mersh have been talking about it all week, but it's not just a matter of like, oh, they're going to fix stuff. I really, really enjoy when people who the government have fucked then get power. It's so funny to see them panic.
It's literally everyone you guys have been put in the boots to for the past 8 years.
Yeah, and then they're like, our turn. And I can't wait. I cannot fucking wait to see what's going to happen.
I want everyone, like, this is kind of like a and I don't want to get too excited either. That's
No, that's why I said. That's why I said.
I'm still concerned about, it's too good to be true type of shit. However, I am very, very happy that, like, we're putting people in charge of the government that fucking despise the government.
Yeah, that's my point. For me, it's not as deep as, like, specific integral policies. I like when people who hate the government, it's like, even though the actor's terrible, Ron Swanson in Parks and Rec, he's working in the government to slash it and take it down.
Mm-hmm.
That's all. I want less government. I want the government putting less shit in our stuff. It's just very simple. In the majority of the country, no matter how much you told people abortion was important, women came out and they were like, yeah, I mean, kind of, but also food. I have to feed the children I have now.
Yeah, that's kind of the issue.
Right, that's the issue. And you guys really, did you see that Alexandra Ocasio-Consuela changed her bio and removed the she, her? She removed her pronouns. Everything else is the same. She just removed her pronouns because it's not working anymore.
No, if anything, it's like a Ukraine flag in your bio. It's an instant turnoff for people. They're like, oh, you're one of those.
Yeah. And ladies specifically, and here's the thing. Here's what we hear every time you say you're going to shave your heads or do any of that stuff. This is what we think. Okay, this is what we think. All right, so just keep that in mind and know that that's where we're coming from. I think it's from the show.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I mean, I think I know. I never watched the show. Did you see,
believe it.
Women are empowered. Women are empowered now, Mersh, and if you say any different, Look at the diversity in Wakanda we got going. These are women. This is not a cancer ward, by the way. This is not a cancer ward that you're looking at.
It's just a bunch of ugly women that are mad.
I mean, it's Reddit cancer. Does that count?
Yeah,
I'd
Reddit.
like
I mean,
to John Hopkins the fuck away from these bitches.
Yeah, fuck it, seriously.
no, guys, they don't. Here's the problem: they don't have cancer; they are cancer.
This is stage 4 cringe, by the way. This is incurable. You can't go back from this
Terminal
level.
cringe.
This is terminal cringe.
Hey man, I've got even worse news for you guys. I'm sorry to say,
Hmm.
really sorry, dudes. Pack up your boners. Whoopi Goldberg has joined the 4B movement. She will
No.
no longer be having sex.
No.
Whoopi
No.
Goldberg will no longer be slamming uglies. And
You know
need
what
to
bothers
just
me about that? Like, really
quit
bothers me about that? Is that she was having sex up until this point.
I know that's the worst part.
Yeah.
The implications.
Damn, dude! Imagine you're a fucking like male prostitute, and you get called up to that fucking job.
Well, I guess Whoopi can't be Guyan anymore. Am I right?
Like, I just feel bad for the. You know, he's just some like young Chippendale looking guy. It's just they're like, yep, it's address in the Upper West Side, real rich lady. It's gonna be real easy money, and you get there, it's Whoopi Goldberg.
Whoopi Goldberg has got to be terrible too, because you're a woman that looks like a lesbian but isn't one. Like, that's bad. Like, if you look like Rosie O'Donnell, right? She's ugly, disgusting, whatever, but she looks like what she is. She looks like a fat lesbian. Whoopi Goldberg, by all intents and purposes, at least if you follow her, before she got really political, I honestly thought she was funny, like in some stuff before she got political. I think she could be funny. But for example, like remember when she dated Ted Danson and he put blackface
That
at
was
her
pretty
roast?
funny.
That was funny. And by the way, now she would clutch her pearls, but back then did you ever watch it? She was fucking howling.
Yeah.
Because it is objectively funny to wear blackface in every scenario. Just so you know. Okay, sorry guys. Tulsi Gabbard's a Russian asset.
The fallout over Trump's nomination for Director of National Intelligence, the former House Democrat turned Trump supporter Tulsi Gabbard has long criticized U.S. foreign policy and has even been accused of echoing Russian propaganda. Meanwhile, Ukraine has said they are prioritizing security instead of territory as Trump pushes truce talks. For more, let's turn to NBC's Matt Barner. Good morning, Matt.
Francis, good morning. Tulsi Gabbard is a pick that will certainly be celebrated.
You think this guy? I think the D in this guy's name is silent, but not in his mouth.
He's like he's like a second generation Brian Stelter clone.
Yeah,
that they're working on.
Yeah.
By the Russian state media. For years now, she's been accused of parroting lines that could be taken off of any Russian broadcast over the past decade. For example, in
Let's hear these Russian lines. Are you ready? Let's hear the things that she's saying that are Russian lines.
This is going to be dark shit.
You ready?
2022, she claimed that the U.S. was funding biolabs in Ukraine.
They were.
They were. And we're allowed to say that on YouTube because that is something that has been confirmed by the media to be true. So that is an actual fact that we are allowed to say.
This is a well-known Russian propaganda narrative for which there is...
Notice they didn't call it a lie. Notice what he called it. He didn't call it a lie. Russian propaganda narrative. None of those words are indicting the information as being false. You're right. It is absolutely a Russian propaganda narrative. But just because something is propaganda or a narrative doesn't make it false. It just doesn't.
Is no evidence.
There's so much evidence.
A lot of evidence.
This drew criticism from both sides of the aisle, with Republicans.
And who's you people on the other side of the aisle? The people that wanted to fund Ukraine. Let me guess. I haven't seen this story yet, so
Lindsey
they named
Graham.
them. Dan Crenshaw.
Lindsey Graham.
Mitt Romney.
Mitt, definitely.
Definitely Mitt. Definitely Mitt.
Liz Cheney.
Liz Cheney.
Adam Kinzinger and Mitt Romney.
Kinzinger. We always forget about Kinzinger.
Well, because everyone forgets about Kinzinger.
Yeah, he really is a dork.
He's too busy. He's too busy shooting reporters with his friend.
Accusing her of parroting Russian propaganda.
Wait, was that Kinzinger or Swalwell? I always forget. Which is the one that the other reporter shot?
Kinzinger.
Okay, good. I confused those two because they both cry a lot.
They do cry a lot.
Gabbard has denied these claims consistently and even said...
Can I say something about Tulsi Gabbard?
She's ugly as hell.
Consistently.
Tired of looking at her ugly face.
It was related to what she's saying. You know you're really hot. Like, you know you're really hot when you could, even though you could tell she definitely had childhood acne because you could tell by the scar,
yeah.
You're still so hot that you overcome that. Like, she's that hot.
These claims consistently and even sent Romney a cease and desist letter as a response. Gabbard claimed that
she sent Romney a cease and desist letter. That's hilarious.
Biolab comments were not the same as Russian propaganda narratives because they talk about bioweapons labs. The United States has, in fact, supported civilian
that's a big
biological
difference.
Hold on. Did you hear? Did you hear what she said? She said, I didn't say weapons lab. I said biolabs. Listen to this. You ready?
Bioweapons labs. The United States has, in fact, supported civilian biological research labs in Ukraine.
So she told the truth?
That was 5 minutes of them explaining how
Oh
she
my
was
God!
repeating
5
propaganda.
minutes. 5 minutes to explain she was right.
Yeah, but you have to bury it so that they don't fucking pay attention.
5 minutes, and look at the title of this.
You're hoping people get bored and zone out before you get to the part where she's
And then
right.
they do it on purpose. You're right, Mersh. Hoping that they just repeat the first 1 minute, or the people that just read. Like if you just read the title, right? If you just read the title of this video, what would you think? You know?
But not weapons labs. Russian media regularly tells their audience that the U.S. is funding Ukrainian research into biological weapons that specifically target ethnic Russians. Gabbard's viewpoint.
I believe that. I believe that 100% because we do have the technology and all that. And no matter what the
Just
new...
not to go to the moon.
Yeah, well... Listen, by the way, guys,
telemetry and whatnot.
I think you're allowed to question the moon landing on YouTube.
I'm
I'm
not-
not sure.
I'm not
I'm not sure. I'm not saying I'm questioning
Hey,
it, but
I'm
I think
not
you're
questioning the moon landing.
Are you allowed to question it on YouTube? I think you
I
are,
have no
but I
idea.
think you just get the little warning under the video that says the moon landing was totally real because the government said so.
I am just pointing out that we no longer have the technology from 70 years ago to get there.
You know what happened? Wrong U-Haul truck. There was just a big, By the way, I heard we got up there with a graphing calculator. We still have graphing calculators. We could do it.
Hey, also, if you're trying to make Tulsi look bad, maybe don't post these pictures of her with making a little flirty face. You're not making her look bad.
Yeah. I just want to have a pina colada with her on the beach, you know?
Are likely to put her at odds with the majority.
Also, some things that I was pointing out is everyone's like, this fucking fascist. Trump has the most former Democrats, former libertarians, cabinet in the history that we've ever had. It's fucking wild.
It's literally the most bipartisan cabinet
I-
we've seen in fucking
I can't think
50
of one
years.
like it.
Of the U.S. intelligence community, her position would oversee 18 agencies with a combined budget of $70 billion annually. Also, the DNI is the president's primary intelligence advisor. Her views will also likely conflict with other Trump picks, such as Marco Rubio, who's been tapped as the incoming administration's choice for Secretary of State. Meanwhile, in Kyiv, officials are preparing for the arrival of the Trump administration. Ukrainian officials, speaking to the New York Times yesterday, said that they are now tweaking their peace pitch to prioritize Western security guarantees over territory.
You saw Bolton came out and says he thinks that Matt Gaetz
was a
is the
bad choice.
worst pick that there's ever
Everybody's
been.
like, thank you for the endorsement.
And then I go, have you ever heard of John Bolton? Because he's probably the worst cabinet pick in the history of cabinet picks.
Are they not aware at this point that they're better off being like if I'm John Bolton, I'd be like, I think Matt Gaetz is pretty cool. Right? Wouldn't you be?
Yeah.
If you knew your shit was damaged beyond repair, I would be going out there going, Tulsi Gabbard, great pick. I thought all that Russian stuff was nonsense.
It was all bullshit.
And would it not make people like us go, whoa?
Wait a second.
Maybe I don't trust Tulsi. You
Yeah.
should be doing that, man.
Yeah. Did you see this?
Right now, Governor Newsom is in Washington to ask his Democratic allies for help in preparation for a second term for President-elect Donald Trump. California legislators.
What are you preparing for?
Legislators are already.
We're preparing we're preparing to probably get our shit pushed in for the next 4 years. I'm preparing for Donald Trump come in with an eraser of the past 4 years. It'll be like I wasn't here.
You saw that the DOJ raided the Poly Market guy yesterday?
Yes.
And he voted for Kamala and gave money to her. That's the funniest part about this.
To head back.
He gave the maximum amount of legal donation he could give.
Well, glad that
to
investment
Sacramento
paid
on
off.
December 2nd for a special session to, quote, Trump-proof the state. ABC 7 News reporter Monica Madden.
What does that mean? You ever notice when a Republican wins, all of the sudden states become all about state rights all of a sudden?
All of a sudden.
Now we're all Ron Pauls.
Well, remember when Twitter was censoring people like, it's private business, bro?
Yeah.
The libertarian left.
All of you are libertarians now when it comes to the border. Now you're a libertarian.
And then remember the minute Elon Musk bought Twitter, they're like, the government needs to step in and
the
stop
government
this.
cannot have these big billionaires. Fucking assholes.
And is following this story. And Monica, how is Newsom looking exactly?
Hi, Monica.
to position California in this regard.
What is
Well, Dan,
Monica? Monica has been on the show before. She's always wearing that fucking leather jacket. She's the one I said looked like Tori from
She's a
fucking
tunnel
Saved by the
snake.
Bell.
Yeah.
Yes.
Under Governor Newsom's leadership, California will again be the liberal foil to conservative policies under a Trump White House. Despite the president-elect gaining ground in our state since his 2020 run for office, Newsom is rapidly rolling out a so-called Trump-proof policy plan.
What does that mean?
Governor Gavin Newsom preparing to go on defense against another Trump Oval Office.
My job is not to wake up every single day and get a crowbar and try to put it in the spokes of the wheel of the Trump administration. That said, fourth point, I'm not naive either, and we're pragmatic, and we will stand firm.
In the final days.
In what does that mean? In what? In what? Doing what? Homeless encampments or open air drug markets? Like what are we? What are we standing firm in? Shit, human shit in San Francisco.
About right.
Of the Biden-Harris administration, Newsom is pleading for help in a Tuesday trip to D.C.
So just left the White House, met with senior officials, met with the president himself.
God, he is angling so hard for 4 years in that run, and he's running. And by the way, guys, unless you got someone coming up, he's winning.
Coming.
He's the only person. The only person. I only have one person that I think on the right that could handle his same level of hatred from the other side, Matt Gaetz. You have to do it. It's Matt Gaetz' right-wing Gavin Newsom. That's my call.
I would say the only difference is Matt Gaetz has a little bit better temperament. Gavin's got a bad temper.
He flies off the handle, yeah.
Yeah, Gavin's got a really bad, some would say,
American Psycho temper.
Maybe he likes nose clams type of temper.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
There's too much. There have been too many moments where he got tested just on minor pushback by a reporter, and he fucking gets real shitty and snippy.
Officials met with the president himself.
Especially when he's confronted by things he actually did.
Yeah.
For real, he does get very, just angry.
Talking about everything we need to do to prepare for this transition, to prepare California, protecting our environmental leadership in California, issues related to health care, disaster recovery, disaster relief, FEMA funding. It was a great day at the White House.
Oh, all of that's getting cut. So you don't have to worry about it anymore.
There's no way to future-proof something like that.
We can expect a lot of litigation.
It's like what's his face says. Jerome Powell was like, Trump can't fire me from the Federal Reserve, And I like how Ron Paul was like, yeah, no, you're right. You saw Ron Paul was, you're right, he can't. That's true. But what if I said the Federal Reserve was unconstitutional? And I was like, hell yeah, brother, let's fucking go.
We weren't so much looking to replace you as we were burning the building to the ground with you in it. I think we were maybe just not communicating very well.
In a world where that theoretically happens and there's a trail of gasoline.
Massey standing behind him with a red can in his hands.
But we do this.
Ready to go.
And not only that, you have to let Ron Paul take the one drag from the cigarette and drop it into the gasoline puddle. You have to let him do it. You got to let him be the one to do it. And the fucking Fed, bro.
In the coming years.
It's like literally somebody going, you can't fire me. You don't have the power. No. We were going to kill you.
Yeah.
I think we must have gotten our fucking signals crossed. All of a sudden they're gulping. They're like, okay. Jeez.
Than 100 lawsuits against the Trump administration from 2016 to 2020. Political experts say this is a standard side effect of constitutional checks and balances.
State rights is what you're referring to. The thing that we wanted.
Whether it's a Republican.
Congratulations. If what you wanted was state rights, California, Roe v. Wade being repealed means abortion's a state right. Congratulations. Why are you mad about it?
Or a Democrat in the White House where state governments are pushing back and making sure the states don't go too far, and the states are pushing back to make sure the federal government doesn't go too far. That's all part of the system.
Hey, I have a question. Did all your vote signs behind you and your rainbow plushies and stuff, did that help Trump win or lose? I don't know how that works.
I believe he's the president again.
See, the problem is when all you fucking retards congregate in like 3 states, there might be a lot of you, but your votes don't really matter that much when you all live in the fucking mega city tower from Judge Dredd. Like all of you live in like the 3 mega city towers. Like it's great for you, but a lot of farmers.
The lawsuits and the fighting is actually the design.
So many unions voted for Trump that they got fucked.
You guys got
shit
pushed
fucked. And it wasn't for people that voted for Trump. It was for people that just stopped voting for you.
There are limitations on states' power over the federal government that expect blue states to test those limits, just as red states did under the Biden administration.
The first thing California is trying to do is shore up.
Oh, cool. Professor Doherty Reese, UC Law, San Francisco. No makeup, doesn't dye her hair. I'm sure she's going to be really pragmatic on this issue.
Its resources so that it can respond with lawsuits to policies that directly aim at the state.
We don't know exactly which promises Trump will follow through on, but California says
I hope all of them.
It's ready to lead the resistance.
You know,
they're already doing the resistance.
Lefty should be happy. You want to know why? Because you guys get to be what you love to be more than anything in the world, perpetual victims. Congratulations. You all get to be perpetual victims. How fun for you guys. How fun. How great. I fucking love the way these people are panicking and scattered. Gavin Newsom is very happy that Kamala Harris lost. Super happy.
Oh, hell yeah, dude.
Because if Harris would have won, there was the possibility of 8 years of Harris versus just 4 more years of Biden. So he wanted Harris to lose. And
I
also,
think they asked him.
Well, not only did they ask him, but you think he said no? He said nah.
I think this time around, he's like, I'm sitting this one out. This is a fucking shit show.
I don't know, man, because what you hear, like I've been hearing more and more now, more's going to come out. Joe Biden, you know what book is going to be great? Jill Biden's book is going to be great. No, it is.
Think she's going to really dish?
What you got to lose? She's scorned. The Biden name is burnt. Look, if it was a Clinton or whatever, maybe there's a legacy name. There's no legacy Biden name. One of the kids is dead, and the other one is a felon. Like, the Biden name, if Biden didn't become president, the Biden name would have been sparkling clean to most people.
Let's run a unity ticket. Gavin Newsom and Don Jr.
I like that. And do you know the cool thing is? They would have to do rock, paper, scissors, or do a cocaine snorting contest.
They're doing a lot of rock.
Yeah.
They always choose rock.
Yeah, that's a good point. It's always rock. You guys are fucking. Newsom is happy that this happened. Also, from what you hear, when you hear more stuff about people, like Newsom never liked Kamala when she was in the fucking state. Like he never liked her to fucking begin with. They never got along. They didn't like each other. None of these politicians actually like each other, but California politicians fucking cannot stand each other. Real Tariq Nasheed, Gabbard got prime MILF, doink. Scarface says, cigs don't burn hot enough to ignite gasoline. What we want is for Rand Paul to light his cigarette with a good old zipper, drop the Zippo. Actually, dropping the Zippo is cooler. And the Zippo lighter needs to say, fuck communism, like the one from Preacher. Fuck communism one.
Badass.
Drop that. Walks away and takes a long drag off the smoke. I think, and by the way, walking away and you give it to Ron Paul, still wears the suit. He wears them with New Balances now. Because he's got to be, he's old.
Look,
he's
man,
old. I get it.
You should be grandfathered in at a certain point where you're allowed to wear, like Fidel Castro, again, you should be allowed to wear the tracksuit and the sneakers.
Guys, if you head over to ROTC store.
And why wouldn't you? Why wouldn't you?
If you head over there right now, become a part of the Scumbag community. That's right. Taper made us a Scumbag community shirts right here that you get at ROTC 2024 Scumbag community member.
Hell yeah, dude.
Become an ROTC Scumbag community member. But you want to become a real member of something that really, really helps us out?
Of a station that really rocks?
That's right. 1059 The Bone. I called Thomas today, Murphy. I happened to call him because I was watching one of his videos and he was on break. And I called him because he made a video saying that he wants this winter for a girl who lives nearby to come and hug him and give him a kiss on the cheeks while she's wearing satin panties. I did.
Very specific.
I called them and I talked them out of the satin panties part.
That part's a little.
But I will
He's
say
down
this:
bad, huh?
we have had legit listeners that have called us that live in the area that said they would go give him a hug. So
There you go.
we're working on getting Thomas Murphy
Any
a
of you
hug.
willing to blow him?
I'm pretty sure. Oh, sorry. Any females willing to? You have to be specific.
Sorry, yeah, that's true.
Because Irish Serpent's mouth's already watering.
What's that
Or
retarded hog in his
DV
mouth?
Silverwing's the other gay one.
He's the other
We
gay
out
one.
you guys, by the way. There's no secrets here, gays.
Mm-hmm.
Guys, head over right now to revengeofthesist.locals.com or
wait till I dox Triple N's trans kids.
What if you're right? Patreon.com.
Could you imagine?
Imagine you just completely guessed and you were right.
I get this panicked email later like, yo, what do you know? Nothing. I was kidding.
RevengeOfTheSith.locals.com or Patreon.com/We're Not Sorry. They both just sign up for one of them. They both give you the same content, which is every Wednesday show, and 1 hour exclusively on Friday as well, and our movie risk, which we have to do our movie risk this month. We have to figure that out. But sign up either way. It's $7 a month. It's completely worth it. You guys will be really helping us out doing it. $7 a month is the way you do it. Either way, like I said, Patreon.com/We're Not Sorry. The Nightbot should be in there posting it relatively, but it's also in the description of the video. We are going to go to break. We will be right back. Please stay where you are.
Okay, now see, she didn't say good morning to me. So I put an orange dot on her boarding pass, which means they're going to search her anus.
I noticed you also circled a bunch of things on her ticket. Why did you do that?
Because otherwise, the line moves too quickly. You see, the whole thing we're going for here at the TSA is a sort of bored fascism.
I think I can handle that. I did not tell you to approach.
Great job! The worst thing a passenger can do is approach your podium before you tell them to. As bad as those 19 hijackers were, the people we see here every day are much worse.
Boy, Larry, there's a lot to remember. I hope I don't screw something up.
Trust me, you have nothing to worry about. You're basically unfireable.
What do you mean?
Come on, Meg. Look around. You're the hottest person who works here.
Oh, wow. Now that you mention it, everybody does look kind of dumpy.
That's not entirely their fault. They're all told to wear a pair of their dad's pants. Oh, speaking of which, tomorrow, bring in a pair of your dad's pants.
Hour 2. ROTC, thank you for staying with us. And if you're watching us, and if you're fucking watching us right now, I recommend you like and subscribe no matter where you're watching. If you're watching on YouTube, like and subscribe. If you're watching on Rumble, like and subscribe.
And if you're watching on YouTube, go over to Rumble and like and subscribe. And if you're watching on Rumble, you go over to YouTube, you like and subscribe.
And if you're watching on X, we're just happy you're here.
Open up like as many computers in your house as possible and watch our show.
Correct. That would be perfect. The One True Eagle just bought my scumbag. Can't wait to show it off. I'm about 1 to 3 months when it arrives. Love you guys. Look, here's the thing. When shirts are not made like through a Taiwanese company and they're actually made like per order, they do take longer. So we do appreciate you guys waiting. But trust me when I tell you, the quality is better than the Teespring ones that we used to use and all that. So, and we're also just working with just Top Lobster and they're doing it. So it's just it takes a little longer, but
and
we
it's one
appreciate
store to go for all your shit. You got Daywave shit, you got Nightwave shit, you got Bad Luck Boys shit.
Yeah.
Look at the Bad Luck Boys swag. Look at Cat Bus.
Made.
Look at Cat Bus. Is it not on there again?
Wait, you sure it's under Bad Luck Boys and not under Nightwave? It might be under Nightwave.
If he put Cat Bus under Nightwave, I'm going to murder this Puerto
This is going to
Rican.
be hilarious. Hold on, let's see. Nightwave.
How does that shirt keep disappearing from his website? He's put it up
You
there
know what it
already.
is? It's probably disappearing, Mersh, because it's a limited time offer. Since some people bought in, but you know what we're going to do? We're going to talk the top. We're going to get it back up there for a limited time because it's so popular.
Yeah, nice selling point. He just keeps fucking it up. No, he just keeps fucking it up.
Just work it. Just work it. It's fine. Hi, guys. Second hour.
Stupid idiot.
He's Puerto Rican, bro. Can
Stupid
you give him a
Puerto
break?
Rican idiot.
Can you give him a break? He's Puerto
No.
Rican, bro.
No, we should be twice as hard on those people.
You're right. You're right. I apologize.
They get all the benefits of being part of America, and they don't have to pay any taxes. Fuck 'em.
He lives in Florida.
Yeah, well, you know.
So he's definitely not paying taxes.
Exactly.
All right. Let's see here. We got some. I got a couple more of these fun ones. Let me. Good comparison. Now we could do this. Now that RFK has been nominated.
I am honored to serve as the first female four-star officer and the first openly transgender four-star officer to serve across any of the 8 uniformed services.
Oh, that's cool. You're getting replaced with Robert F. Kennedy Jr.
There it is.
Just because.
Bro, I gotta tell you something. He's on TRT, obviously, no shit, but he should be. Bro, he is fucking shredded and jacked.
Yeah,
like he's a fucking animal.
Just because
Dude,
you
and his
won
name's
doesn't
even
mean
on
we.
TRT. It's hard to get.
It is
to
hard.
there and
First off,
maintain it.
I love when people are like TRT. You're no. It's
Or
still
even steroids. They act like steroids just makes it super
it's
easy.
still really hard.
Don't remember.
Okay, did you see this one? This is great. This bitch ate her words. Okay.
Just because you won doesn't mean we don't remember who the you voted for. And just please don't test your gangster on me.
What does "don't test your gangster on me" mean?
It's more of this impotent rage that the left has.
Okay.
They like to say things like "fuck around and find out,"
Okay.
and I'm like, okay, I'm fucking around. Let me find out.
When will I be finding out?
Because you will end on a stretcher.
Really?
So
Kind of
serious,
like that
nobody
old fat
fucked
Jewish
me
lady
Unless you want to swear.
Yeah.
that went to Nick
Yeah.
Fuentes' house. Did she put him in a stretcher?
No.
Or did she get maced and dumped down a fucking set of stairs?
Yeah.
If you want to fight, text me, call me.
Nix, get the fuck out of here.
Get the
was
fuck
so
out of here. Yeah, I know. I don't even like Fuentes, and I'm like, hell yeah, dude. Mace
Fuck
more
her.
people and tell them
Yeah.
to get the fuck out of here.
And on a stretcher. So serious. Nobody
You're gonna leave on a stretcher.
fucked me unless you want to
Man,
swing.
you live near a train station. I don't
relax.
respect you.
Relax.
You want to fight? Text me, call me, whatever.
I'll text you because I'm not going to be able to hear you on the phone on account of all the trains passing your house.
Shiver my timbers! Shut up, man!
So this terrifying, tough.
Now, but wait till you see this. So she gets called out. Turns out, do you want to know what she does for a living? She's a Connecticut teacher.
This is not who I am as a professional or who I am as a teacher. I've devoted my whole life to this, you know.
What happened? Oh, you know what happened? Twitter tested her gangster.
Oh, but you said you had all this gangster in
But
you.
Twitter
You said
tested
you were
her
go-
gangster.
But you said I was going to be in a stretcher.
But tested her gangster.
Did anybody leave in a stretcher?
Say,
No.
dare I say, she fucked around.
I
and
believe
found out.
I believe she did find out. I believe upon further inspection, finding out occurred.
But not in the way you planned.
For example, find yourself another job, but good luck because the Department of Education is going bye-bye. Which means all those federal subsidies that teachers were getting, they go bye-bye. You know, because of the Department of Education, if you have student loans, did you know this is wild. It's hard to get teachers to voluntarily work at let's call them urban schools, since we're still on YouTube. It's to volunteer in inner city schools. So what
Why
they
would
do
you
is
want to?
if you're a teacher and you have a federal student loan, there's only because it's federally, the Department of Education. If you work at a underperforming or urban school, this is true, and teachers will tell you this in the chat. If you stay at that school for 10 years, they will wipe your student loan completely off.
That's hilarious.
You don't have to pay your student loan as long as you stay in the.
And we won't say why this is. We won't address why.
They underperforming schools. They want to help underperform. They won't say where they are. And somebody I know who was a teacher who was doing this. She goes and she's like, yeah, like I do it, and she's like, I still don't even know if it's worth it though. For like, she goes, I have like 3 kids who like live in their car. Because it's like lower. It was that kind of level of like
That's
shit.
fucking
Yeah,
sad.
it's what bad. Yeah.
Preparing my whole life. I always wanted to be a teacher from the time I was a young child. And, you know, I finally worked my way up to that. And
you worked your way up to what, a 2-year degree? Being a teacher's not hard.
It's
Look,
not.
listen, I'm not trying to be a dick here. Being a teacher's not hard though, okay? I mean, we've all I've observed what a teacher's job is because we all went to school, so we all know what a teacher's job is.
You're babysitters with a lesson plan.
You read a book, and then all of you photocopy lessons. Now they just download them. But back in our day, they would just photocopy lessons plan. Did you ever notice, Mercer? I'm sure this happened to you too. Sometimes you would get lessons plans or you test, and since all the teachers were just all like before the internet, we're just all copying. It was a copy of 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 a copy because all they were doing was just copying each other's lessons plan. And now they just go to Prep Burger for teachers.
That's what they have. They have like basically a prep burger.
Yeah, they do.
That teachers just go get their lesson plan on.
You know the best part?
Imagine if
She's
you could
not
cut out
even
the
in-
middleman. I'm fine with letting robots teach kids, to be honest with you.
Oh, hell yeah, dude. Robots don't want to fuck kids.
Yeah. Yeah.
But this bitch she's even the lower common denominator. She's not even a regular teacher. She's a tard wrangler. Her job is essentially to make sure that retarded kids don't eat finger paint.
Yeah.
That's a tough job, though. They love finger paint.
Oh, man, they love
I
it.
appreciate. I love my students. I love their families. I love the people I work with. And, you know, I'm just trying to do what's right now to get my life back on track and get back to what I love. And it's my biggest passion in the world.
What's your message to those parents?
Those parents, I am so sorry that you had to see that.
Whoa. But again, what happened to all this fucking putting me in a stretcher talk?
Yeah, no.
You said you were going to knock my block off and cripple me. What happened?
We tested your gangster.
Yeah.
We tested your gangster.
That side of me, because the only side of me I ever wanted you to see was what you saw.
Yeah, most narcissists are like that.
Oh, wow.
Okay, these are good.
Wow. What kind of rights do you feel like women don't have in America?
Oof. The right to remain silent.
Yeah, they never exercise that right.
In the words of old Ron, they have the right. They just don't have the ability.
Oh, he was great. That stand-up special was all fucking fire, by the way. He's hilarious.
Oh, wow. What do you think? Gosh, that's such a good question. I guess it's not necessarily right, but there's not enough female representation in politics.
That's not a right. But then you don't. Here's the thing: you can't just answer a question nobody asked.
Yeah, nobody asked that.
Yeah, that is a good question. You know, I think women should have the right to feel safe. We deserve a government that supports us.
Yeah, they can't think of anything because they know it's bullshit. Most of these Muppets have safe, comfortable lives.
Okay, all this guy does is, come on.
Oof, yeah, mate. Okay.
Hey, bruv, put them together. I don't need you to talk.
Hey, bruv, you ever talk about things from the UK?
What is the sentiment with
that
women?
doesn't make any money.
Yeah.
This bird wouldn't know fish from chips, innit?
In right now that Donald Trump is going to be the 47th president?
She's still so hot.
I'm just really scared. Horrified. I don't know. Desolation.
Of smog?
It's
It's a Hobbit reference.
I'm apoplectic.
It's fucking stupid. This show is so dumb.
Oh, fuck. Yeah, guys, I don't know why some of your super chats aren't popping up. I think it's some sort of there's some initiative.
Some sort of gay bug.
Sorry, there's a couple that I'll try to grab them
I
after
think
this. I'll try to grab them. Sorry.
Rumble's got monkeypox.
What's going on?
I don't know.
All right, whatever. I'll
I was
figure it out.
living in a bubble. I didn't think
Sorry.
he would win. We're all outraged and upset and angry and even more angry.
Are you guys afraid of getting any rights taken away under this administration?
Oh, yeah, for sure. I mean, like, women's health rights are, like, so, like, guarded now. I hear a lot of, we're not going back. What are we not going back to?
She's hot. Who's this? I don't know who these people are. Who is this?
They're all just conservative.
The kitchen.
Conservative, fucking grifty, fucking. These girls are just replaceable.
What are we going? We're not going back to. Where are you not going back to? She asked. And
What are we not going back to? The kitchen.
Okay. Suppose you live by yourself.
Yeah, you go back to the kitchen. You go back to the kitchen and get sneak little snacks at nighttime.
But what do you mean? What if you live by yourself? You don't whip up some ramen for yourself?
Uber
once in a
Eats,
while?
baby.
All the time, though? You don't. I mean,
Ghost kitchen.
Ghost kitchen.
Ghost kitchen.
Ghost kitchen. God, have you seen that? There's a huge increase in these ghost kitchens now, and they're all terrible.
Oh yeah, it's bad, man. It basically ruined Mr. Beast's burger business.
It did. It did.
Do as a woman is have a husband. I think it's really lame whenever I'm talking to somebody who I think is like somewhat cool.
No, but pretty women have husbands. That's the issue that you're having. Ugly women have sadness and cats.
Pretty women who are also pleasant.
Right, yeah. That's a really good point. I want to apologize. Because there are plenty of ugly women that are pleasant and have husbands.
Mm-hmm.
So you're right. I don't even want to bag on ugly women because some ugly women have great personalities. The problem is you're ugly and have a terrible personality.
Yeah.
You're a real double threat.
Suddenly they're
There's
like,
plenty
oh,
of hot women that I wouldn't be caught dead in a room with. That I wouldn't put up with for 5 minutes of time.
my husband. I'm instantly like, oh, you're what?
There's some women you've dated. I'm surprised you weren't caught dead in a room with them. Very scary people, Mersh.
Yeah, well.
Gross.
I like to keep things exciting.
Yeah, very exciting. If your husband votes for Trump, he doesn't actually give a shit about you. Safety. Run. My girlfriend of 15 years broke up with me because I voted for... I told you black dudes were going to vote for Trump, bro. Fully supporting all the American girls who broke up with their boyfriend for voting for Trump. Good back-to-back video. That was good. Hell yeah.
So a lot of these.
Donald Trump dodged a bullet so hard, 70 million men got to dodge one with
You're
him.
right. He's right. You know how many men dodged a bullet because Trump won? You're right.
Yeah, dude.
He saved fucking lives. You guys don't even understand the lives that man saved by not getting killed that day. Thank God. Thank God. You know what? Forget the cabinet. Forget food prices. Forget all of that.
Fuck it.
The amount of men that were just let off the hook. But there was a lot of dudes that didn't know how to get out of a relationship that only voted for Trump so they could get out of the relationship, I'm sure.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I voted for
Oh,
Trump.
hell yeah.
I'm not normally political, but I voted for Trump. Sorry. Oh, you're going to leave me? All right. I mean, I guess. Yeah, sorry.
No, don't take the kids. They don't suck.
No, please.
No. And then all you hear before she goes out the door, all you hear is the Xbox boot up.
I just seen Artism Ranch in chat, who I've never seen in my chat, go, Virgie should have his own show. God damn it.
No, he shouldn't. He shouldn't. Virgie shouldn't have his own.
We tried that. He doesn't want to. He doesn't want his own show.
Yeah, every time I try to help Virgie out and be like, "You're poor, you need money, promote your show." He's like, "No, this stupid bit we've been doing for 6 months is more important than promoting my show." You have a fucking mental problem. You have a mental problem.
He's so anti-authority. You're like, hey man, you should do your show, make some money. No, fuck you.
No,
Dad.
fuck you. Don't tell me what to do. I'm not doing it, you fucking loser.
Royce, we've been doing that bit for 2 years.
Whatever. I don't know how long it is, but it's like, plug your show, retard. Oh my God. It's terrible, but I'm sure there's other sociopaths that are up drinking at night besides Mersh that'll watch your show.
Huh?
Here you go. Hey, Virgie, Artism Ranch in the chat. Actually, he shouldn't.
This is the way this show goes. People start drinking during ROTC. They keep drinking during Pessy's show. They get fucking hammered during Merce's. And the ones that survive, because they get filtered out, make it over to Virgie's show where they're already hammered. Then they just start doing drugs. And by the time I do Daywave, I'm left with a bunch of fucking hungover drug addicts watching my show because of you guys.
That's awesome.
And occasionally, sometimes I show up to our fucking Daywave.
Hammered!
Drunk from the night
Bro,
before.
he comes on at 10 a.m. He's fucking hammered.
Yeah. Hell yeah, dude. I've been there.
I don't drink in the morning. I just never stop drinking from night.
Yeah, I've never drank in the morning. That's disgusting. Sometimes you don't stop.
The day ends when I go to bed.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you guys are fucking maniacs. I swear to Christ.
Do I even want to be in a relationship with someone whose family is like that? Because I've cut my own family off for that shit. I'm not going to be associated with that. I'm not. And so I needed some time to think about it because he really was good to me. And I liked him a lot.
I hope the next one beats you. Sorry.
The newest threat coming from the deranged left. We're going to seduce your MAGA husbands.
Yeah.
Brainwashed, bitchy, bitter, and now bald. Liberal women losing their ever-loving minds because Trump got elected again. We need to have a little chat.
I don't need you giving you. Listen, I'm glad you voted for Trump. I really am. I'm really glad you voted for Trump. But I don't need your opinion, okay? Project 2025 ensures that women will no longer have a voice no matter what their political views are, okay? Sorry. We lied, by the way. Trump was for Project 2025, and you should have read the fine print. It's even worse than you think.
It's going to be a nightmare
It's
for
even
you.
worse than you guys think. You have no idea.
Embarrassing it is to women over.
But by the way, your Handmaid's Tale thing is not going to be the way. You're not going to have to wear one of those like church modesty things. This is the cool Kid Rock right now. All the fucking breeders in the new Handmaid's Tale are going to wear hot like Bud Light bikinis.
Yeah, dude.
Like
what are you worried about? It's going to be a lot of American flag bikinis.
Yeah, American flag bikinis. And by the way, ladies, you can have all the Mai Tais and shit you want. Like, I don't even understand what you're complaining about. It's not going to be wearing heavy clothes because, like we said earlier, your pussy's going to stink if you're wearing robes all day.
Gross.
Okay? We don't want that, all right?
We're not Muslims.
Yeah. The only nuns I want to see their pussy is the flying one.
Look, I'm not going to be the slave of some rich guy and only be used to make babies. Okay, then what are your aspirations? To marry a rich guy and make
Babies. Yeah, that's fine. Hey, mud wrestling in our Handmaid's Tale. The people in the chat are already bringing up mud wrestling. We do some mud wrestling with the ladies.
Yes, mud wrestling.
You guys think it's going to be that, but it's going to be a lot of electric
Monster
guitar.
trucks.
Monster truck electric guitars.
It's going to be very loud.
Yeah.
I think the next 4 years is going to be very loud.
It's going to be fucking It's going to be
This ain't-
Camacho. President Camacho. We're doing it.
This ain't gonna be a Handmaid's Tale, ladies. It's gonna be a Handmaid's fucking legend.
Let's fucking go.
I'm gonna laugh if under Trump's administration, like even AEW gets good again.
Yeah, let's go. Everything's
You're like,
going to get
"What is-
better.
what is going on here?
Everything's going to get better. People start using Real Player again.
Yes.
Everything's going back, boys. Everything's going back.
Overseas that actually don't have fucking
I just can't wait
rights.
till now we're gonna have like that. You know, it's gonna be pretty soon before people will start getting phone calls at Pfizer. I'd like to speak to some of the guys over there and have them come in and speak in front of us. About what? Well, I think you know.
Rally.
Oh, no, the audio's only coming through one ear to this one. Damn it. All right, whatever.
We get it. Women in browns are mad.
They're terrible.
I was absolutely set up to be the fall guy.
The self-proclaimed fall guy now speaking out in his own words.
What do we did say this a little bit ago, this was going to happen, right?
I mean, I said this. I said this a while back, but I mean, we all said this fucking 20 years ago. We
when
were
it
like,
happened.
This guy got fucking railroaded.
Almost 25 years since that infamous nightclub shooting during a night out with Sean Diddy Combs and his then-girlfriend, Jennifer Lopez.
Who, by the way, is to have stayed very, very quiet about any of the Diddy stuff. By the way, someone else had dodged a bullet? Ben Affleck. Yeah. Twice.
Wow.
Twice. Twice.
3 people were injured that night.
There's a narrative that still exists that you knowingly took the fall for Sean Combs.
Yeah. That's what happened.
Taking the fall means not snitching, not getting your friends in trouble. Even today, I wouldn't want to do anything to get anyone in trouble.
Sure. So did anyone come to you and say, hey man, we need you to take this hit for Diddy?
No, I did that out of honor and integrity.
Okay, well then you're an idiot. I don't know what to tell you. I would have taken the deal. I'm not going down for Diddy.
Sean Combs' representatives telling ABC News this evening in part, Mr. Combs categorically denies Mr. Barrow's allegations, including any suggestion that he orchestrated Mr. Barrow to take the fall or sacrificed him.
But Mr. Barrow just said that he literally didn't, he said the opposite of that.
Adding that Mr. Combs was acquitted of all charges.
Yeah, so was O.J. Simpson.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of people get acquitted.
Moses Shine Barrow, known to hip-hop fans worldwide
as that other guy from Bad Boy Records.
Simply as
or Replacement Mace, as I called him.
Shine.
Now tell me who won the with us. Ashes to ashes.
Dust to dust. I love this song. That's a good song.
A rising star in the late 90s.
The only thing I didn't like about Shine, as you can tell, he really coached him to sound as much like Biggie as possible.
Yeah, someone needed to be the new Biggie.
Okay, but he had his own sound. He didn't need to be. Oh, doing. I was waiting for him to be like, baby, baby.
His spotlight ultimately dimmed after being sent to prison for the 1999 shooting that almost brought down now disgraced Bad Boy Records founder and Shine mentor, Diddy.
I do not own a gun.
No. Remember this? I remember this. I actually remember this press conference. I do not own a gun. No one said you owned a gun. They said you had a gun.
Or did I possess a gun that night?
But after almost a decade in prison and years of reinvention, the Grammy Award winner says he's shining brighter than ever before.
I doubt it.
He actually, you know what he
old.
does now? Do you know what he?
No, I don't.
He literally is like the head of like the Belize House of Representatives.
For real?
Yeah, his dad
No
was.
shit.
His dad was a politician. So
I've
when he
been-
came back to Belize, he just got into family business, and now he's in the Belize
Really?
House of Representatives.
That's kind of cool.
And he's the leader of the center-right party.
Humbled by life. There was a time where people wanted to tell the victim story.
That's fucking wild. What a crazy thing.
People wanted to tell the, I hate Diddy's story, or I hate this person's story, or everyone's to blame for where I'm at in life story. And I didn't want to tell that story. I was only what you made me, then I saved me.
A new documentary, The Honorable Shine.
Signing to Bad Boy, I became a millionaire.
Dropping on Hulu on November 18th, chronicling his life.
Quinman3 gave $5 on Ko-Fi, which I can't see those. I thought it was pretty rude in yesterday's show when you called Trevor Moore an unfunny liberal whose own country doesn't even want him. I mean, you were acting like he was Trevor Noah. What are you talking about?
Oh, you said Trevor Moore when you meant Trevor Noah.
Did I say Trevor Moore? Or is this, that was a
Yeah,
Freudian slip. Yeah.
Yeah.
Obviously,
Sorry.
we love Trevor Moore. I meant Trevor Noah.
Yeah, we're idiots. I apologize.
My apologies to Trevor Moore.
The murdered by the government, Trevor Moore.
Beginning with his early days in his native Belize.
I came from Belize when I was 8 years old, came to Brooklyn. I had, gotten into some trouble as a youth and almost got killed, and promise to my mom was I'd stay out of trouble and I'd just be legit. And so my mom...
Well, you basically told me the thing. That's fucking wild, though. Like, that is actually crazy that's what ended up happening with him.
Yeah, he's in the government in Belize. It's nuts.
All right, these are always great.
Tonight, a Houston defense attorney just appeared before a judge less than an hour ago.
Yeah, he's the latest attorney to be accused of smuggling drugs to a client in the Harris County Jail. Anieli Ruiz live outside the jail tonight. Anieli, the latest arrest here in a crackdown on drugs and contraband flowing into the jail.
Well, that's right. 2 of the 3 people charged were just in court moments ago.
Man, what is she
What are
doing?
you doing?
It's fucking...
We were able to learn more details about what exactly happened. Now, according to court documents, they passed these drugs into the jail in February and April of this year. Now, take a look. This is the attorney who was just arrested, 39-year-old Hunter Hayes Simmons. The second person arrested was 40-year-old Tanisha Butler. They're both being charged with engaging in organized criminal activity and a prohibited substance in a correctional facility. He's the third attorney to be arrested since the sheriff started cracking down on drugs and contraband in the jail last year. And
Bro, fucking a lot of Saul Goodman's going on, huh?
Yeah, dude, this happens every day in this country.
Today, he said this is part of the Security Division and Human Traffic Team and Warrants Division. Now, in court, the judge said they have documents of over 10 pages long, and it details a phone call on how this all occurred. Take a listen.
Going to the jail by means of having legal documents or some type of documents go into the jail that were laced or dipped in some type of controlled substance.
Sheets of okay.
Well, no, or
fent.
research chemicals.
Okay. Yeah.
Because they do the same thing with K2 and Spice now. They spray the paper
That
in them.
occurred, and detention officer deputies were able to recover those items.
That's fucking crazy, though.
Now, their bond tonight is set at $75,000 each. We're told that substance, according to right now what we heard in court, it was some kind of synthetic cannabis. Now, I have reached out.
So, like Spice,
they do that. They had a bunch of people die in the Florida jails. That they had to crack down on that shit. Yeah, dude, they soak all the fucking chemicals that they put in Spice on just regular paper, and then they shred up the paper and smoke it. It's
now, an
fucking
NBC 5
gross.
News exclusive, there is more controversy
Acid
for the
would be
mayor of
better.
Dalton tonight.
They do the same
Apparently, when
thing
she
with
caught
meth.
workers removing banners with her picture on them, she called police. But the company that created those banners told our Regina Waldrop they
pay
just
them.
want the $19,000
I
they say
knew
they
it.
owed.
I called it. I knew it. She's not even paying them.
They were shiny
anybody.
new
It's
additions
awesome.
to Sibley Boulevard. Welcome banners with Dalton Mayor Tiffany Henyard's picture.
Super mayor.
Bro, imagine wow.
Imagine calling yourself super mayor.
Her self-titled super mayor underneath.
Why isn't
But a few weeks
America ready for female leaders? Female
ago,
leaders.
This happened. Workers with Liberty flag and banner were removing Henyard's signs. Hired to do so, we are told by a majority of trustees. Henyard wasn't happy.
Bro, look, it's like, when someone writes their own Wikipedia, look at these fucking banners. youngest female mayor of Dalton. Like, look at this.
Henyard wasn't happy. This is body cam footage from an officer called to the scene that day.
Who gave y'all the order to take the sign down? How y'all getting paid? Okay. They're our signs.
Oh, you were supposed to pay us, but we're not getting paid, so we're taking the signs down.
Why are you taking them?
So how many?
The guy doesn't even speak English.
How many have they already taken down?
They took all of them. Press charge on keep just so you know.
You haven't paid them. They're taking their
entitled to
property
take the- yeah.
back.
That's what write a report for me. Press charges on him, and they just in the middle of it. But if I gotta press charges on them too.
The workers?
Yes.
Because they taking government property down. I didn't give that.
That's not government property. You haven't paid for it. It's
You
not
didn't
your
pay for it,
property.
it's not your
yet.
property.
I didn't even know.
Soon, Ronnie Bird Sr., the temporary police chief, shows up.
Oh, this guy! We've been following this drama. This is the guy that he picked. That she
unqualified guy.
picked. It's unqualified.
Currently, he's impersonating a police officer on
No,
this scene.
no. Remember, they did
Amazing.
give a 30-day temporary. He's allowed to do the job for 30 days until the council approves a new person.
That was before the higher court sent down the letter saying that he's completely unqualified.
Okay, so what's happening?
What's happening? Can I summarize it?
This is awesome. I have
Can I
loved
summarize
following
it for
this.
you?
Yeah.
Here's what's happening. Tiffany Henyard fucking rules. I love this woman. She's my favorite right now.
You know what she is? You know how we've always said the Bidens are cool except for the kid fucking?
Yeah.
Well, this is the Bidens without the kid fucking.
Yeah, no, you know what? Yeah. No, for real. Remember, we've been saying for years, if it weren't for the allegations of kid fucking, Hunter Biden would fucking rule. Like a guy who's just jet setting around fucking like really hot, expensive hookers, gambling, smoking 40 grams of crack, taking private jets. That shit's awesome. And then you get into the kid diddling and you're like, oh.
Workers give the banners to Henyard's team, and the matter is cleared up, but not really.
No, we have not received any payment for the banners or the brackets.
How much is still owed?
The total is $19,899.60 with the freight.
North Carolina-based Mosca Design tells NBC5 the village owes them for the banners and holiday decorations.
It's very frustrating. This was something that we did just
scumbags
based on her call and being so excited, and just took her word for it and the signed documents.
Mayor Henyard's attorney told us no comment when we reached out for a statement. A majority of trustees sent us this statement that says Mayor Henyard's continued practice of engaging vendors without authority or board approval is deeply concerning. This disregard for proper protocol serves only to promote her personal agenda while unfairly burdening taxpayers with the costs.
Let us pick them up and wipe the slate clean, because the community has so many other things they need to really work on.
Mosca Design says it is hopeful that the invoice will be
Marsh?
paid by the end of the year.
Yeah.
Regina Waldrop,
She's pretty.
NBC5 News.
Very classy looking too, huh?
Did you guys call for someone?
Okay, so is this the full body cam?
What else did you like?
Hey.
So I told him to send. Keith don't work for the village no more. He's not the VA. Michael Smith is. So I said, who gave y'all the order?
Listen to this hood rat. Listen to the fucking what a hood rat this bitch is. Oh, fucking Christ. Mayor Mary J. Blige.
I can't wait till she gets fucked. She's going to go down bad. It's going to be really
think
funny.
so. I think so.
The rise of a synthetic drug has led to a rise in aggressive panhandling in the city of Lancaster, forcing police to act. Thanks for joining us tonight for Fox 43 News at 10. I'm Evan Forrester.
And I'm Amy Lutz. The Lancaster Police Department has made a series of arrests of people who they say are harassing others while under the influence of the drug. Fox 43's James Corrigan joins us now with the details on the arrests and why authorities say these issues are causing an unnecessary strain on first responders. James.
Well, Amy, yesterday the Lancaster Bureau...
Is he a major? Yesterday, the Lancaster Police Department.
Bureau of Police announced 19 arrests on individuals taking part in what they call aggressive panhandling, 5 of those directly in response to the department's recent crackdown. The department had sounded the alarm bells a few days earlier about the rise in this, which has coincided in a rise in a drug that's been causing problems for law enforcement.
Is it also synthetic shit? It has to be, right?
Yeah, well, it said synthetic.
It's chemically made, and the chemical
spice.
Dude, this stuff is so just... Guys, just smoke regular weed.
That's why they need to just make it legal.
Yep.
compounds vary.
Royce, remember the compilations of like people just like zombied out on spice? We used to
Oh,
watch,
spice
like,
zombies. Have you guys seen the spice zombie videos?
You know,
They're fucking...
and the problem is too, even if you make weed legal, there's just going to be tweakers that still buy this shit because they want something that'll tweak them out.
Well, yeah, because they're not trying to get high like weed. You're right. That's a good point. They're not trying to get high like weed. They're just they want something that's cheap, like a cheap fucking real drug.
Cheap and quick.
K2 and all that shit, like spice is not the spice it used to be. They've gone through like fucking 400 research chemicals at this point.
Yeah, the spice of the old day that I smoked once by mistake was terrible. I thought I was gonna die.
Yeah,
dude.
I smoked it like accidentally one time. It fucking killed me.
Yeah.
JWH
Here
101.
tonight, he's supposed to enforce the law, but a detective on Long Island is instead defending himself.
It's your home turf.
He's accused of attacking a cell phone company worker and using a racial slur.
Now, I'm going to think it's not the N-word. I don't think it's going to be the N-word.
I think it's going to be the S-word.
You think? Okay.
Long Island reporter Carolyn Gussoff was in court and also has word on his current job status.
K-word? Maybe no, it was a worker.
A cell tower looms above Sylvan Court in Manorville.
It wasn't a cell phone store owner.
Picture-perfect block where police say on
What a
November...
beautiful addition to your neighborhood.
Yeah. Have you seen the ones that they make them try to look like trees?
No, that's funny.
Hold on. Dude, there's one in Florida. We passed by it. It was a 5G antenna pine tree. It is
those?
You know what I'm talking about? Okay, I'll
I
show
think
it
I
to
know
you.
what you're talking about.
Bro, I saw this and Marie and I were fucking howling. They go, wow, you could barely tell it's a 5G tower.
Bro, I mean...
nature.
Can I be honest, though? Still better?
I mean, yeah, that's what she said, but...
It's like a Charlie Brown 5G tower.
No, hear me out. How about this one?
It's like any other pine
There
tree
we
except
go.
the squirrels explode.
I don't hate this one as much. You know I don't hate this one as much?
That looks like a New Vegas tree.
3rd, there was an ugly encounter. A resident allegedly attacked a cell company worker just here doing his job, testing the strength of a 5G signal.
There is a video, and there's also corroboration with regard to the criminal mischief charges, because there is both damage to the car and there was a light that was damaged as well.
But what did he call him?
John Murphy Jr., a detective in
Get
the
out of my
Rockville
face, you fucking Jew. He starts yelling at people on the way out. You're like, sir.
Center Police Department, who lives nearby, is accused of harassing and yelling at the worker. Get out of here. We don't want you or your like in the neighborhood, using a racial slur. The victim...
What was the slur?
Never tell us.
A black man said he had...
Oh.
Well,
okay, we know the slur.
Then
now.
I know the slur.
We know the slur.
had the right to be here and showed his company ID.
And at some point, the man indicated he was a member of law enforcement and would know who was supposed to be in the area.
He then allegedly ripped a light off.
Yeah, he looks like somebody that's called people the N-word several times.
Hey, pal, I'm a cop. I know every single person who should be on this block at any given time. Really? That seems insane.
Of the car and threw it at the victim's face. Murphy, with more than a decade of service on the police force, turned himself in and pled not guilty to criminal mischief as a hate crime. There have been instances of telecom workers around the world being harassed.
Wait, he ripped a fucking light off and he threw it at the guy's head, and they charged him with criminal mischief and
Yeah.
not assault and battery?
Well, because Virgie... Can I explain this?
Please, go ahead.
So, Virgie, it turns out that police departments are very
I'm following.
corrupt.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't know that. I was unaware.
Yeah, like imagine if you punched your wife and they sent me to arrest you. I'd be like, hey, look,
He imagined punches his wife every day.
Yeah, but you're my friend and we work together. I kind of expect that. I don't know. You could probably call it professional courtesy, right?
Yeah, but see, that's that's the problem.
See,
It's almost like there should be special cops that arrest cops.
And it's funny, the cops and police cops are the most hated cops by other cops.
It's weird that way.
But they don't want you to hate them.
Topping our news at 5:30, prosecutors have called court-ordered guardianship a superhighway that you can't exit from.
This is crazy.
And that's exactly what one Macomb County veteran says happened to him.
You're going to get bucked. You guys are going to be real pissed, I promise.
Thank you for staying with us. I'm Glenda Lewis.
I'm Simon Shaquette. Gerald Harton says he survived the horrors of the Vietnam War, only to now feel like he's been captured by the enemy decades later, only this time he says the enemy is Michigan's guardianship system.
And they just happen to be Vietnamese nurses.
7 investigator
Oh no, what a nightmare to end your life.
Heather Catallo is raising the voice of this combat veteran who's asking for help.
I got to get out of here.
In August, Gerald Harton says he was so frustrated about being under guardianship, he called the police on his own family.
Madison 911, where's the emergency?
Well, it's kind of an emergency. The police have been here before. I can't take no more.
This 77-year-old Army veteran survived one of the most brutal battles in Vietnam. Now, decades later, Jerry says he feels like he's a prisoner of the probate court system.
This is not right. This is illegally keeping me. Might as well go to jail.
I fought in
These
the
got more
Battle of
people
Panda Express.
to talk to. Get 3 squares there. You know, and they'll give you your medicine. I've been in jail for a year.
This is disgusting that they're doing this as my T-shirt, brother.
Shirt brother.
Shirt brother.
Jerry's journey into guardianship started last November after he had back surgery and other health complications. His wife, Mary, had power of attorney to make Jerry's medical decisions, but she was hospitalized at the same time, so she could not care for him.
I was in the hospital, and my boy stepped up to be my overseer of the medicine.
So Jerry's son became his guardian, and when a judge approved that petition for guardianship, Jerry was declared legally incapacitated.
Wait, because his son took over guardianship because he was going through a surgery or something. That declares you legally incapacitated? This guy does not seem legally... He seems pretty much all there. Can we agree?
The guy seems pretty with it.
Yeah.
The court says I'm not allowed to go to the bank, take any money out, or do anything.
What?
If a judge appoints a guardian and conservator for you, you lose your civil rights. And that means you cannot make your own medical or financial decisions. Jerry says his son
This
did
feels
a good
illegal.
job of taking care of him at his home in Madison Heights after his surgery. But as Jerry and his wife both got better, Jerry says he started asking to go back to his own home in Harrison Township.
I was a millwright by trade, worked 7 days a week for 31 years, and I had everything paid for. My house, swimming pool in the back, a jacuzzi. I was made for my retirement. I'm not allowed to go home.
And then
This is fucking bullshit.
This is a nightmare.
things got messy.
It's just been a nightmare.
Jerry's wife tried fighting the guardianship. His son hired a lawyer, and there are allegations Jerry's wife ignored court orders and refused to pay for Jerry's care. So the judge put Macomb County professional guardian George Heitmanis in charge of Jerry's life. Jerry says he was furious Heitmanis kept him at his son's.
So if you don't pay for your medical services, the government gets to take away your civil rights and own you forever. But let's say I agree with the wife. Let's say I agree with what the wife, what they said the wife was doing, right? So if your wife, if your spouse doesn't pay for medical bills, that means the government gets to take away your civil rights and own you and confine you to your home.
Yeah, always has.
What the fuck, bro?
I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Royce. Did you forget we live in a country where all your wife has to do is say he hit me, and now you don't get to have guns?
But the crazy guy that's walking around downtown Orlando talking about bees are talking to him, he's been there for years. He's fine. He can just walk around and feel free to do whatever he wants.
Nope. He's free to do whatever he wants. But if your mother and your wife went behind your back and said, we're really worried about him, they would lock you in a funny farm.
Oh my God!
Ain't that America? You
Home
and
free,
me,
baby. Ain't that America?
Yeah, it only takes 2 people to go behind your back and go, yeah, let's just gaslight the state
Even
into
though
saying
police-
we're worried about them. All you gotta do.
Records show that the family started feuding so much, officers were called to the home repeatedly
Okay, so he's having fights with his. So this sort of seems like his angry family members have now confined this gentleman to his home.
last summer.
911 emergency.
My father-in-law has vascular dementia, and he's trying to escape right now.
Vascular dementia.
Yeah, it's when
He
you.
does not.
No, it's like when you have dementia, but you're also so jacked that you got
Oh,
veins. all
that's
over.
what RFK Jr. is going to have.
Vascular dementia.
Yeah.
911 emergency.
That would be the scariest kind of guy to
You
get
know who else
dementia.
had that? Jack LaLanne.
But wouldn't that be the most terrifying guy to get dementia? Would be a guy who's jacked.
Of
who's
course.
still really strong.
Well, you know what's also like dementia? CTE, and there's a lot that coming very soon.
That's why whenever I meet, like, you know, because me and Royce, we're always meeting these famous UFC fighters.
Yeah.
It's just weird. It's like, God, they're always around. I always speak very softly and delicately around them. I shake their hand very gently, and I go, have a nice day. It was nice meeting you. You don't want to start like, shocking them and stuff. You don't want Chuck Liddell to fly into a rage. 3 people are going to die.
Yeah.
And it's not going to be his fault.
He just escaped our house, and he's refusing to come in.
But I'm kidnapped. I am really kidnapped.
Through their attorney, Jerry's son's family declined to speak to the 7 investigators, but police records show they alleged that Jerry was often the aggressor. According to court records,
Well, yeah, if they're not letting him leave, I would be aggressive too.
the allegation that Jerry has dementia has been used to justify the need for guardianship. The doctor's note used to start the court proceedings last fall says he's suffering from likely underlying vascular dementia.
Likely.
A report later ordered by the court that was conducted by a different professional guardian states Jerry's, quote, need for a guardian and conservator has been clearly noted by 4 different evaluators. For at least 2 of those evaluations, court records show Jerry was on opioid painkillers.
Hell yeah,
and he
Roxy.
alleges
Yeah,
those
brother.
were the cause of
He
his
was
confusion
getting Roxy's
at the time.
and tramadol.
He said he said he was on those when they did the test. That's why he was confused. Which, I mean, I could see that.
Not dementia.
Do you think you are mentally deficient?
No. Just no.
He doesn't seem it to me, bro.
No.
Remember everything.
And it's so
Whether he-
easy to prove this shit, too, because it's like, yeah, I'm sure he gets his foggy days and shit. But, I mean, fuck, you get old. You have days where
Been
you're a little
talking
foggy.
to the 7 investigators.
Are we allowed to take somebody's civil rights away if they walk in a room and forget why they walked in there in the first place? Because that Royce is going to prison.
We're all
I'm going to
going. We're all
prison.
going.
Virgie, we're all going to prison.
Yeah, I'm fucked up.
Or the police.
I do that once a day where I'm like,
I got to that age now, bro, and I don't know what's happened to you where, you know, I used to be really cocky and I used to be pretty good at remembering things when I was younger. And now I'd say things like, "Oh, I'll remember that," and I never remember.
No,
it.
I never-
I never remember it.
I'll take care of that in an hour.
and I forget. And then it's 3 days later. You're like, "Fuck."
Dude, we all do.
And
it.
it's not on purpose. It's just like you're just. I really am way more. And then when you get older, guys, there's younger. We have a lot of younger listeners. When you get older, you guys are real cocky with your memory. Like, you ever go to one of those hot shot waiters at a restaurant that tries to remember your order? Fuck off.
That
Write
always
it down.
raised
It
me.
makes me feel better.
Yeah.
Doing it for me, not even for you. It makes me feel better.
Do you remember the last time we talked?
Oh, I sure do. I don't have dementia.
Jerry consistently insists he is not mentally incapacitated, and he says to anyone who will listen that he just wants to go home.
It is a real bad situation. Don't want to be there.
I mean, I think he's lucid.
Dude, you know it's bad when even the fucking bootlicking cops are like,
Well, he probably has dementia. I don't think he does.
Bro.
I'm serious.
this guy's
In
breaking
police
rank.
bot-
No, but you know what? Those body cam footages are going to be good for him, and when he fights it, the cops will be like,
Body cam footage obtained by the 7 investigators. As officers move Jerry to the hospital, you can see he remembers the officer who's a fellow veteran from past police runs to the house.
You're the army guy.
Yeah.
After that exchange,
Can I say something? He's better than I am, than I would be. There's something else that I used to be good at that I'm terrible at it. I forget names when I meet people.
Oh, yeah, I'm horrible.
I'm so bad, and I'm so cocky because I'm not listening, and I should. And I know you're supposed to do the thing where you shake the hand and you repeat it back.
I know I'm supposed to care.
But I forget, and I don't care, and I'm really bad at it. And then you have to call everybody chief and big guy at the gym or the store every time you see them.
Exchange with police in August, Jerry was evaluated by more neurologists at the hospital, and doctors regularly noted in his records that he was
Alert and oriented.
oriented to person, place, and time. Doctors' notes indicate there had not been an outpatient workup for dementia. A more recent note from his regular doctor at the VA.
Hashtag free Jerry, bro. I'm all about freeing Jerry.
Says,
free my
quote,
homie Jerry,
Mr.
bro.
Harton is competent and able to make his own decisions, and that Jerry understands the consequences of his actions.
I don't know. Sounds like something somebody with dementia would say.
That I know would say that I'm not.
It's
crazy.
okay, crazy. Just go to sleep, crazy.
Jerry's guardian eventually.
Not only does this guy seem lucid, he seems like he'd be a pisser to go have a beer with.
He seems like he would, if he were to punch your arm, it'd still hurt.
Transferred him from the hospital.
He looks like he's really good at darts.
Yes.
Like really good.
Group home, which he says he's not happy
He
about.
seems like the kind of guy that would come up to me at a bar and go, "Hey, real quick, you got a cigarette? I'm here with my son-in-law, and he don't like when I smoke."
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
And other than one hearing on Zoom in July,
Bro, did y'all hear that?
No.
Because he got to the fucking hospital, and because he was talking to people, and because it made his fucking son look bad, they put him in a group home.
Not happy about. And other than one hearing on Zoom in July, Jerry says he has not been allowed to attend his own court hearings.
They always kept me away from court deals. And that's what's made me mad. I said, why do I can't see the judge?
Jerry's written 2 letters to Macomb County Judge Sandra Harrison asking to be heard in court. And
Fucking
his
better
fellow
handwriting
veterans
than me.
have
This is
filled the
bullshit.
courtroom.
Oh, all the other veterans are coming up. Don't go, guys. It's a trap. They're going to stick you all in the same group home.
oh God, could you imagine?
Look, this government is very embarrassed by the Vietnam War. All right, they don't want you guys to be around. All right, they don't want us. We don't.
no.
Listen. I don't blame any of you guys, by the way, but here's the thing. You are a very, very sore reminder of what happens when we meddle in other wars that we shouldn't be involved in. And we lost that war. And now everyone has to look at you, and they do not like you. That's why they treat Vietnam vets so poorly at the VA, because they know it's a sore reminder of a war that we lost.
And I have a question. How come, we haven't won a war since Vietnam, but we keep getting called losers?
Yeah.
I don't think that's very fair. I mean, real, right?
You're right.
We haven't won a war
since
Vietnam, but every time Vietnam gets brought up, they're like, you fucking lost.
Well, it's like that meme. It's like that meme with Patton with like 3 medals and Milley with like more than a North Korean general. You
had to literally win an entire war to get 1 ribbon back then.
Yeah.
That was, you know what I mean? Not just a battle or a campaign. You had to win an entire ass war, and then you'd get 1 ribbon. And they'd go, congratulations.
Guys, this was a fucking fun show.
It was fun.
I really.
I hope it was good for you.
Was it good for you? We faked it. We were faking it. We never even had a good time. We faked the whole thing.
Thank you to everybody who signed up on Locals.
Yeah, Locals. We got some new signups on Locals.
Thank you to everyone who signed up on Patreon.
We got some new signups on Patreon too. Thank you to both of you guys. And that's great because tomorrow's a Friday show, which means the first hour is going to be for everybody.
Gay as fuck.
But the second hour is going to be exclusive.
Even gayer.
As if you cannot believe how much gayer the second hour is in the first hour, guys.
I mean, we go straight to man-on-man anal sex in the first hour.
No
so
lube.
Imagine how weird it gets. Unlubricated anal.
And YouTube is fine with that, actually, because we call it a try-on haul. I'm trying on my buddy's dick.
Trying it on.
This is the gayest show. We're so gay. You guys just signed up for gay porn. Joke's on you.
I heard your vacuum.
Yeah.
By the way, he's got one of these fucking Roombas now that actually like self-dumps itself
Yeah, it
out.
self-dumps. It's so fucking awesome.
But I asked him the other day, I go, wow, how does that work? He's like, I don't know.
I don't know how it works, but it does it. It's cool. I don't care. Mersh, Nightwave.
10 o'clock tonight, Nightwave Radio. And look, a lot of people came out last night. I thought it was very nice. If we don't have 5,000 people watching live tonight on Nightwave, I'm going to be very upset.
That's more than we had today.
I
We had
will
like
literally
4
kill
watching
myself.
here. Now they're not going to show up. I'm not going to show up. I will actively make people not go. Thank you to all the new signups. Thank you everyone that helps us out. We really do appreciate it. You guys are the best. ROTCstore.com to buy your stuff. Pessy, you're going to be rating yourself here?
I shall.
Thank you, Pessy. Virgie, will you be doing a show tonight?
Huh?
There you go. Hell yeah, dude.
I hope your family starves.
They are. So you got your wish.